Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I heard that somebody's cleaning house. I mean, somebody, could physically, like be cleaning their house up, Somebody, could be getting ready, for a family event, or somebody, was just doing, like summer cleaning. But this could also be too, like somebody's spiritual team, like it's cleaning house, you know what I mean? So yeah, everything got to go. Everybody got to go, no matter what, So I don't know, but let's just hop in and get this quick message. At the bottom of the deck, we got appreciation. So somebody, could be about to, like be shown some type of appreciation. This appreciation card is the number 15. Somebody could be born on the 15th. Somebody could be a cusper. Something could take place on the 15th. Holy Spirit. Suffering in silence. So it could be the end of somebody suffering in silence. So maybe somebody, is going to, like express, like what they've been going through. Somebody, could have been waiting for something. This could be waiting for a sign. I feel like like somebody's about to be shown a sign, that something is ending. This suffering in silence card is a number 9. So yeah, it's the wrap up. Something is definitely ending. Somebody could be a Virgo or a Libra. We got the thinking man at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, could be in thought at this time. I don't know, like if somebody, is, like thinking, how they left somebody suffering in silence, or, it could be whoever this thinking man is. They could be, like suffering in silence, It could be because of their thoughts. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some lotion on these ashy hands real quick. Something about somebody's hands. Somebody, could be suffering in silence, due to, like the hands of, like other people. Or, somebody, they could be thinking about how they had their hands in, some dirty shit. Somebody, could want to put their hands on somebody. Or something about, somebody suffering in silence when it comes to like some type of abuse out here. It could be the end of that, So maybe somebody, is going to speak out. Now my hands are slippery. Real slippery. Yeah. You know what happens, when you walk on a slippery surface? Yeah, you fall. So something about somebody taking a fall. Be careful, of, slippery surfaces, because, you could fall, get hurt. Something about, like somebody falling in love and getting hurt or something like that is significant as well. We got partnerships and alliances. Somebody, could be about to, like come in contact, like with some people, that, they could, like do business with, or this is just like-minded people. Somebody could be coming in contact with people like from their soul tribe. But on this card, if y'all see that arm, it has like a mark on it. Somebody's name could be Mark, but something about a mark. Somebody could have a tattoo. It could be of somebody's name. Yeah, something about, the mark of the beast. Be aware, of, like, creating partnerships and alliances with, like, people, that have already, like, sealed their fate, by, teaming up, with the ops, or teaming up, like with the devil, or teaming up, to do, dirty shit. Somebody could be born in 1993. Somebody could be 39 years old. There definitely could be some type of financial and material changes, that could be about to take place for somebody. I don't know. Somebody, there goes them hands. Something about, hands. It's a lot of hands out here. So there could be a lot of hands, that, we're in something. But somebody, could be trying to get their hand on, like some type of financial material changes that could be about to take place for somebody. Somebody could be 35 years old, 53 years old. Somebody could be born in 1953. Somebody could be born in 1995 or 1959. Somebody could be 59 years old. Why is this suffering in silence here? Somebody could be suffering in silence because of their movements, choices, and decisions out here. Yeah. It could have something to do with, like some type of deception and envy. Somebody, that could have been wearing a mask. Yeah, they could be removing their mask out here. Somebody could be born in 1997. Somebody could be born in 1979. Somebody could be born in 1973. Somebody could be 37 years old. Somebody could be born in 1975. Somebody could be 57 years old. Somebody, yeah. And then we have, community at the bottom of the deck. So something about, somebody's community. There could be a lot of deception and envy going on, like somebody's community, somebody's work group, somebody's friend group, somebody's family group out here. The number 77 is very significant. Let's look into the number 77 really quick. Let's see. The angel number 77 indicates that you have listened to divine guidance and are now putting the wisdom to work in your day-to-day life. Your desires and wishes are coming to fruition in your life as a direct result of your actions and positive attitude to life, and the time has come to reap the rewards for your diligence and determined efforts. You are being commended by the angels as your successes are inspiring and uplifting. You are helping and teaching others by being a positive example for others to follow. Angel number 77 indicates that you are being congratulated and your efforts have been well noted by the angelic and spiritual realms. You are on the right life path and are living and serving your divine life purpose as guided. Due to your efforts, discernment, and good choices, your just rewards are on the way into your life. Your angels ask you to keep up the great work. Angel number 77 is a very positive sign and tells you to expect miracles to occur in your life. Ooh-wee. So, somebody definitely needs to know that, rewards are on the way in somebody's life. Wow. So, be aware, because there could be people that could be around somebody, that could be trying to, get their hands on, these rewards, But we have trust. So, somebody, has trust in divine guidance, and that's exactly why, these financial material changes, could be about to, take place. Something about a trust fund could be significant. And then we have growth. So, somebody's, somebody, has expanded their consciousness and their awareness out here. And it definitely has something to do, with, somebody, listening to their inner voice. Somebody's allowing their inner voice, their intuition to guide them, and that's why, this is taking place. So be aware, of, people, that are deceitful, and that are envious, trying to partner up, with somebody. Trying to, gain somebody's trust. Yeah, the community is still at the bottom of the deck. So something about, yeah, a whole lot of people. So just be aware. Somebody, you know, could own a business out here. Something about somebody's business growing. Or, yeah, people, you know, like being all up in somebody's business. So just be aware. Yeah, we got the dark abyss at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know. There could be some people, you know, that, yeah, they want somebody to pull them out of the dark abyss. Or these are people, you know, that, yeah, like they wanted to see somebody suffer in silence. They wanted to see somebody, you know, like in this dark abyss. Something about, yeah, somebody's menstrual cycle, because every time I see this card, it gives me, like, menstrual cycle. So something about, yeah, somebody's menstrual cycle could be significant. Somebody, you know, could be having, you know, like, stomach problems out here. Somebody, you know, could have diarrhea. Something about, yeah, shitting on them. Damn, yeah. Somebody's shitting on some people out here, you know, but it's, I don't feel like it's, when it comes to, you know, like, somebody's, financial wealth or material wealth, you know, I feel like that, yeah, it's, like, spiritually, you know. And so, yeah, there could be people, you know, that, yeah, like they're jealous, they're envious, you know. Yeah, they're jealous and envious, you know, because somebody's on top of their shiz. Yeah, this is the fresh start card. Something about, yeah, a fresh start, a new beginning, you know, like a great reset. You could be seeing, you know, like 000 a lot. I have been seeing a lot of, you know, like angel numbers ending in 11, and y'all know what I say about that, you know. Somebody's spiritual team is definitely, yeah, around. Somebody's spiritual team, you know, is, yeah, working on their behalf. But we heard the angel number, what the angel number 77 said. Something about, yeah, prayer as well. So something about, yeah, but we picked up on that in the message earlier about somebody's prayers being answered out here. You could be seeing 1111 a lot. Make a wish. So somebody's wishes and dreams are definitely, yeah, coming true out here. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like about to, you know, like dream their, build their dream home. Or something about, yeah, somebody cleaning house. Yeah. Somebody, you know, has trusted the process out here. But somebody, you know, yeah, could be receiving some type of new home as well. Somebody's, you know, like household, you know, like could be growing, you know. So somebody, you know, could be adding, you know, like people to their home. This could be, you know, like somebody getting married, you know, and then, you know, the person that they're marrying, you know, they have kids. And so, yeah, it would be a blended family. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, that doesn't have kids, you know, they're, you know, going to, you know, like have a baby, you know, and, yeah, like start a family. Something about, yeah, start a family. Something about a starter home as well could be significant. Be aware of, yeah, like the back and forth. Be aware of going back and forth with people, you know. But something about, yeah, somebody pulling on somebody's energy out here. Somebody's skin could be glowing, you know. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could just be looking good, you know. There are people that don't like it, you know. Somebody, you know, definitely, yeah, could be trying to pull on somebody's energy. So just be aware. But yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, we got, yeah, the cold brew card. So something about, yeah, somebody doing spell work. Possibly to try to get their hands on somebody's financial, material, you know, wealth. Or somebody, you know, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, like found out about, you know, like somebody about to receive, you know, like some type of financial material change, you know. And yeah, they could be trying to throw, you know, like some type of spell work at somebody. Somebody always trying to do some spell work. In the daytime. So something about the daytime. So maybe that's when somebody, you know, is the most, you know, like productive, you know. Yeah, I feel like somebody, you know, still, you know, is you know, remains diligent, you know. Somebody, you know, continues to persevere. But it's something about, yeah, in the daytime. So somebody, you know, could be pulling on somebody's energy in the daytime. Maybe they know, you know, that, yeah, that's when somebody is up and at them. So, yeah, let's do it in the daytime. Let's see if, you know, it takes them down then. Yeah, and then we got the dirty deeds. Somebody definitely, yeah, picked their side, and they definitely, yeah, don't have a choice but to stay there. Somebody, yeah, this is somebody that likes to create illusions. Whoever this person is. Somebody, yeah, they're going to have to, like live in the illusions that they created, Somebody lives in fantasy world mentality, when it's real life. So, yeah, stay in that fantasy world mentality. Stay stuck, Stay suffering in silence. Somebody doesn't want the ball to be in somebody's court, or, yeah, like somebody's mad, because, the ball isn't in their court. Yeah, they don't got the skills, you know what I mean? It's also too, yeah, like somebody, thinking, like, yeah, like they could, like commit some type of dirty deed and thinking, like, yeah, like it's gonna go in their favor. Why is this fresh start here? Yeah, something about, yeah, a fresh start in life. Whatever these financial material changes are, yeah, I feel like it's going to, yeah, it's going to, yeah, help somebody to create, like a new life out here. But we got the tracker card. So somebody, yeah, they could be keeping track of somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody's definitely all up in somebody's energy for sure. Somebody, could live on a farm or something about, yeah, maybe somebody, is about to find out some information about a farm. But there could be a lot of people, that could be, yeah, like trying to keep track of somebody or, yeah, a lot of people, like in somebody's energy, so yeah, maybe it's time for somebody to clean house or, yeah, like somebody's spiritual team is like, yeah, everybody got to go. Somebody, could have a tracker, like on somebody's car. Somebody, could have, yeah, like somebody's location out here. We got the spilled beans. So there could be some beans that could be about to be spilled out here. Or somebody, yeah. Somebody possibly doesn't like the fact, that somebody, knows what they know. Or, yes, they don't like the fact that somebody does what they does. Or what they do, But I feel like going back to angel number 77, whatever somebody's doing, it's right. You know what I mean? Unless they wouldn't be getting rewarded, for, yeah, like doing what they're doing. So, there could be some type of dirty deed, that could have been committed, when somebody's about to find out about it. We got the Pentagon card at the bottom of the deck. So something about, yeah, the government, an organization, a charity, a cult, or coven. I don't know. The government, could be trying to keep track on somebody, a cult, a coven, a group, an organization. Somebody, could work for the government. Somebody in the government, yeah, they're dirty. Or, yeah, like, it could be, like a dirty judge, a dirty, like a corrupt cop, a corrupt law official. Somebody's first one or last name could start with a T or a B. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have to get a TB skin test and it could come back, like somebody, could have TB or something like that. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to clean up, like something that they did wrong, like some type of dirty deed. But we got the family card. So somebody's family definitely, yeah, could be growing out here. But somebody, comes from, yeah, like a dirty family, or like a corrupt family, a crime family out here. There is a child involved. Something about, yeah, somebody's child being dirty. Maybe somebody, could have to go to court, and could have something to do, with like a kid or some kids out here. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, has been being watched over, since they were a kid. Somebody, yeah, they could have, like, been conscious, and aware since they were a kid. Somebody, could have been done dirty, like since they were a kid. For somebody, yeah, there could be, you know, like a kid, you know, that could be trying to test somebody's limits, you know. It could just be multiple people, you know, but yeah, like sky's the limit, you know. So yeah, like the more, you know, people push, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, like the stronger that somebody gets. So it's kind of like, yeah, a whole lot of people, because if y'all see this is a tug of war, so it's like a whole lot of people, you know, on one side, you know, and then one person on the other side, and yeah, like all the people on that one side, they still losing. I feel like the more people, you know, like throw, you know, spell work at somebody, or the more people that pull on somebody's energy, yeah, like the more that they lose. But there could be some type of unspoken tensions, you know, amongst some people. These tensions, you know, yeah, they lurk between, you know, like the surface. Somebody, yeah, they have, you know, like unspoken tension, you know, within themselves. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, you know, there are people, you know, that, yeah, like, that, you know, could be, you know, like, looking at somebody sideways because somebody, you know, could be exposing, you know, like, their lies. Yeah, people don't have a choice but to, yeah, like, take their mask off because their lives are being exposed. Yeah, the truth will definitely, yeah, be revealed. There could be some facts that haven't been fully revealed, you know, to somebody, and it's going to be revealed. Something about a whistleblower as well. We got shared experiences. Somebody, you know, could be looking at photos. Yeah, some type of shared experiences, yeah, deepen the bond between you and others. So something about, yeah, coming in contact with people, you know, that, yeah, like share the same experiences, you know, yeah, that somebody, you know, can like relate to. But something about, yeah, trauma bonds. Be aware of trauma bonds. Yeah. Somebody has some type of silent resentment. It could be between themselves, you know. It could be, you know, with somebody else. But somebody has some type of unexpressed feelings of dissatisfaction, and it's definitely, yeah, simmering beneath the surface. Yeah, but we have unfiltered truth. So somebody, you know, could speak, you know, like their unfiltered truth. Maybe that's what somebody or some people don't like. The fact that somebody speaks the, you know, like their unfiltered truth out here. Somebody, yeah. Somebody's a true speaker. They definitely could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like double standards. So it's cool if they do it. It's a problem that I do it. We picked that energy up before. So something about, yeah, double standards. But the scales are definitely, yeah, being balanced for somebody. We got Libra energy. So there could be a Libra involved. But yeah, new alliances will bring support and opportunities. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, needs to know that. There could be a lot of people, you know, that could be coming together, you know, for, yeah, like the same cause. Or, yeah, like somebody's a part of a community, you know. And, yeah, everybody work together for the same cause. Yeah, but be aware, because, yeah, there's somebody, you know, that has some type of ulterior motives out here. Somebody may be getting close to somebody. But whoever this person is, you know, they have, you know, like hidden intentions out here. For somebody, you know, it could be, yeah, like somebody's family members or, you know. But somebody, you know, could have a protective shell around them. Somebody, you know, could be keeping their true intentions hidden for, you know, like their self-protection. So I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. And then we have to spill the beans. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to reveal everything, you know. Yeah, like, and they're not holding back. It could be to some people, because I saw the inner circle. So it could be to, you know, like a group of people. But I feel like, yeah, like somebody, you know, that, yeah, has unfiltered truth. They could have, yeah, already, you know, like, yeah, like revealed some truth. You know, somebody, you know, could be exposing people, you know, for the liars that they are. And, yeah, there are some people that don't like it. But somebody definitely, yeah, is keeping track of somebody in a whole lot of ways. And they're about to find out the hard way to mind their own business. We got a goat. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a goat. Somebody, you know, could be about to receive some resources and stability, or just be aware, you know, of, yeah, like people coming in to offer resources and stability. But the GOAT, we know who the GOAT is, you know, we know who the greatest of all time is. Yeah, that's God. So yeah, God could be coming in to give somebody some type of resources and stability. Or yeah, going back to the beginning, you know, somebody suffering in silence, you know, and so yeah, who helped to bring somebody out of suffering in silence? God, you know. Who helped somebody, you know, to get through, you know, the hurt and the pain? God. Somebody's, you know, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, you know, the archangels. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a snake. Be aware of a snake trying to come in and offer some type of resources and stability. We got a Capricorn, so there's a Capricorn involved. Heavy Capricorn out here. We got the dragon, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dragon. So yeah, this year and last year. So something about, yeah, this year and last year is very significant. We got long term. So somebody definitely, yeah, could try to, you know, manipulate somebody, you know, to be in a long term situation. Or somebody, you know, could have been in a long term situation, you know, and maybe, you know, it didn't turn out right. Or somebody's about to. Yeah, we got twin flame at the bottom of the deck. Something's been going on for a long time. Maybe somebody's about to find out, you know, that something's been going on for a long time. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a pig. Yeah, we got a Libra, so heavy Libra. There's a feminine energy at the bottom of the deck. So you could be a feminine energy. If there's a feminine energy involved, there definitely is a feminine energy on this suffering in silence card. Yeah, twin flame came right back out. So yeah, somebody, you know, could be on their twin flame journey. We got a false flame. So twin flame, false flame. Somebody, you know, could be trying to act like that they're somebody's twin flame, but they're not. We got a monkey. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a monkey. Somebody, you know, could have an admirer out here. It could be a false flame for somebody, because the false flame card is still at the bottom of the deck. It could be a Capricorn. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rooster. We got an Aquarius, so somebody, you know, could be an Aquarius. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be being admired by people, you know, but, you know, it could be a good thing and a bad thing. We got coming into nurture and support. So somebody, you know, yeah, could be about to receive, you know, some nurture and support out here. We got a friend, acquaintance, or a co-worker. So there could be a friend, acquaintance, or a co-worker that could be involved. We got coming in as a partner or a companion. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of an ox. There could be Aquarius, you know, that could be coming in as a partner or a companion. Or yeah, somebody wants to. We got a new connection. So there could be a new connection, you know, that could be coming in as a partner or a companion. We got a Sagittarius. There's a Pisces at the bottom of the deck. We got a tiger. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a tiger. And then we got a feminine energy. So something about, yeah, somebody's third eye, you know, somebody, the gift of discernment, you know, because we heard about, yeah, the gift of discernment, you know, in the angel number 77. So something about, yeah, somebody's discernment. Somebody has used that gift, you know, in the way that they were supposed to be using the gift. We got DMV. Somebody, you know, could work at the DMV. Something about a car could be significant. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have a tracker on their car or something about, yeah, the Department of Motor Vehicles, you know, could be keeping track of somebody. Somebody, you know, could work for the Department of Motor Vehicles. Somebody, you know, could be a sneakerhead out here. Something about, yeah, somebody, you know, like getting a new car. Maybe somebody, you know, could have already gotten a new car. That could be why somebody or people, you know, are deceptive and envious, you know. Something makes somebody sick out here. Somebody, yeah. Something about somebody's stomach. We got thirsty. So, be aware of thirsty boots out here. Somebody, yeah, there's a lot of people that definitely, yeah, are thirsty for somebody's energy. Thirsty, you know, like to get their hands on these financial material changes, you know, that has taken place. Or is about to take place for somebody. Somebody, you know, could be dehydrated. Maybe somebody, you know, would benefit, you know, like with drinking water out here. But yeah, we got the goat. So yeah, God. I don't know, yeah, if somebody, you know, thought that they're, you know, like doing somebody dirty, but yeah, like, you know, the Most High God, you know, like could be taking, you know, like offense to, you know, whatever somebody or some people have done. There's also somebody, you know, that's thirsty to, you know, like be looked at as, you know, like the greatest of all times. So I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, like trying to, you know, like think that they're God, you know. Somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like jealous, you know, because of the God within somebody. But we got jail at the bottom of the deck. So, somebody possibly, yeah, could get locked up. Somebody, you know, yeah, we got Spotify. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like make music out here. Somebody, you know, could be lactose intolerant. So it makes sense why I was picking up on, you know, like somebody's stomach. Somebody, you know, could be having back pain out here. Somebody, you know, could be adopted. Something about an orphanage could be significant. Somebody, you know, could be bilingual out here. But somebody, yeah, somebody's jealous out here. Somebody's jealous of the car somebody drives, the partnerships that somebody creates, somebody's house. Somebody, you know, like could drink wine out here. Somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, could like get locked up, you know, for DUI. But we got dramatic. So somebody's very dramatic out here. Somebody's thirsty and they're dramatic. Something about, yeah, when somebody needs a drink, you know what I mean, they get dramatic. Yeah, something about Spotify, yeah, listening to music. So something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, just, yeah, like enjoying their life, you know. Enjoying, you know, like like-minded people. Somebody definitely, yeah, has some good music out here. Or yeah, like yeah, what's the saying? Music to somebody's ears. So yeah, somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like some good information or some good news, you know, that maybe, yeah, they were waiting to hear. But we got a backstabber, so be aware of a backstabber. I don't know, somebody, you know, wants to stab somebody in the back over some type of music, you know. Or somebody, yeah, something about you know, like dissing. You know, like dissing in music. Something about, yeah, somebody being dissed, whether it be in music or, you know, somebody just feels rejected. But we got fortune tellers. So somebody, you know, could be a fortune teller out here. But somebody, you know, could be going to a fortune teller, you know, trying to keep track on somebody, you know, because they're so thirsty, you know, for, yeah, somebody's energy. They're so thirsty to know, you know, what somebody's next moves are. Somebody, you know, could be a Republican out here. But we got magician. So, somebody, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, throwing, you know, spell work at somebody. But somebody, yeah, this magician is also, yeah, because with this magician and material and financial changes, yeah, somebody's manifesting out here. That's what somebody's doing. But we got a private investigator. So there's a private investigator that could be involved. I don't know if, yeah, like somebody, you know, has said, you know, like, yeah, like a fortune teller, you know, they do magic, you know, and so, yeah, somebody hired a private investigator to see. somebody, yeah, could be get stabbed in the back, you know, like physically stabbed in the back. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like get stabbed in the back by a private investigator. So, yeah, like a private investigator, you know, like tell somebody, you know, yeah, like the wrong information. Or, yeah, like they lie, you know. Or something about, yeah, a private investigator lying. Somebody's also, yeah, like keeping track of, like, you know, like who somebody's dating. Um, mm, Somebody's obsessively weird out here. Somebody somebody could be born in the 80s. We got a Sagittarius, so yeah, heavy Sagittarius energy out here. We got a brother, so there could be a brother involved. We got champion. So somebody, yeah, could be being looked at as a champion. Somebody's last name could be, you know, like champion. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be desperate, you know, like to be the champion. So somebody, yeah, could be desperate to win out here. Something about, yeah. Something about, yeah, somebody's ranking. Somebody's spiritual ranking. Yeah, but something has been going on for months. So this has been going on for months. We got full moon, you know. So somebody, you know, could have done something, you know, on every full moon, you know, for the last couple of months. But yeah, they're desperate. So whatever's been going on for months, it's not working. So there could be somebody or some people that are desperate to be, yeah, win, be the champion. So they could possibly, yeah, do something, you know, like on the full moon. So somebody, you know, could find out that something, you know, has been going on for months. Yeah, you could be seeing the angel number 808. Yeah. The law of attraction is what I just heard. Something about, yeah, somebody, you know, like attracting, you know, like great things into their life. But yeah, karma is on both sides. Good karma, bad karma. Y'all see how it's 8 on one side, 8 on the other side? Somebody's being freed of something out here. So yeah, something about, yeah, cleaning house. Somebody's being freed. Somebody's being freed of, yeah, like somebody, you know, like keeping track on them. Something about, yeah, somebody, yeah, there could be like a tracker, you know, that could fall off somebody's car. Somebody definitely, yeah, is being freed from somebody trying to keep track of them. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, could be trying to be cautious at this time. We got a Pisces. So there's a Pisces involved. There could be a Pisces, you know, that could be trying to be cautious. Or somebody's keeping track of a Pisces. Yeah, we got March. So somebody, you know, has been keeping track of somebody, you know, like since March. We got an ant, so there could be an ant involved. Somebody's ant could be being cautious. And somebody, you know, could be being freed from, you know, like their ant. Somebody's ant could be desperate. Something's been going on for months. But yeah, somebody's plan failed. Somebody's ant's plan could have failed. Yeah. There definitely, yeah, could be some type of explosion, you know, that could take place. Something about, yeah, like somebody's car blowing up. I don't know. Somebody, yeah, could have tried to put something, like in somebody's, gas tank so it could blow up, or, somebody, could have, yeah, like put something in somebody's food, so yeah, like they could get sick. But yeah, we got gift of discernment. So yeah, somebody's plan failed because of, yeah, somebody's gift of discernment. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be mad about, yeah, like somebody's gift of discernment. But they could also, yeah, be, fearful and paranoid out here. It could be because, yeah, like the tea has been spilled. So rock bottom definitely, yeah, somebody's new home out here. Or somebody, is being freed from rock bottom. Somebody, could be hiding their feelings, but we already talked about that. So whoever this is that could be hiding their feelings, because they could be desperate, yeah, they could possibly, like reveal their feelings. But somebody, yeah, somebody's obsessed with a certain image out here. Whatever plan failed, yeah, they were overly confident, like that they could do this. But just be aware, of, yeah, like somebody trying to do something else, because they're overconfident, that they could do this. Yeah, we got a north node. So yeah, somebody is operating in a north node. So whatever they were overly confident to do, yeah, their plan failed because, yeah, somebody operates in the north node. And yeah, somebody, yeah, is using their gift of discernment. So yeah, so there could be a big explosion that could happen, so like a big fight or, like a big argument, that could take place. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to do some type of mental spell, and it could be causing some type of amnesia. Somebody's aunt, could have amnesia. That could have been what's going on for months, yeah. But yeah, rock bottom, yeah, is somebody's new home, or yeah, somebody is fearful and paranoid, that rock bottom is going to be their new home. But we got incoming calls, so somebody, could receive an incoming call. Something about, yeah, somebody's phone being tapped. But yeah, stay positive. I'm also picking up too that, yeah, like somebody, could have, like, yeah, told somebody, whatever was going on, yeah, just stay positive. But we got game on. So I feel like yeah, like somebody's ancestors is like, yep, game sure is the freak on. Yeah, but multiple people, are involved. I feel like the same tea that has been spilled is the same tea that, yeah, some people are about to be crying over. Yeah, there's a catastrophe that's about to happen. Somebody could be born in 1987. Yeah, somebody needs to continue to focus on their dreams and their ambitions out here. Somebody possibly, yeah, is about to find out how dirty, yeah, like their family members are. Somebody, yeah, could be keeping track of somebody, like at a distance. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an O, but there goes that, yeah, zero. You could be seeing a lot of zeros. So yeah, 000, great reset. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like the past is behind them as well. Yeah, there goes that 7-Eleven. So you could be seeing, yeah, 7-Eleven a lot. We talked about 7-Eleven in the message earlier. But there could be, yeah, a lot of people, that could be pointing some type of fingers and placing blame, on somebody. Or just placing blame on, yeah, like other people. I don't have a car because of them. I don't have a home because of them, Yeah, but somebody's guilty of something, or yeah, there's multiple people that are guilty of something out here. You could be seeing the angel number 555. So yeah, there's a change that's about to take place. Yeah, we got Sagittarius, so heavy Sagittarius season. So yeah, whatever is going to take place, it definitely, yeah, could take place by Sagittarius season. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an A. But yeah, something about, yeah, somebody being cautious out here. I feel like like somebody just needs to be cautious I feel like somebody, could want to spill some type of beans to somebody, but somebody just needs to be cautious with the information. Or, going back to, somebody's gift of discernment. Something about, some dirty money as well. If there was some money, that was stolen, or, like somebody, gave somebody some money, there is some money that definitely, will be paid back to somebody. But we got unpredictable. So somebody's family members could be unpredictable, or people, could be looking at somebody, like as unpredictable. But be aware, because there is a karmic soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's first, mother, last name could start with a K. Yeah, whoever these people are that are pointing and placing blame, they're guilty. They made a conscious decision. So, you make a conscious decision, you know what you're doing. Somebody, could have made a conscious decision to, like, do something dangerous. Or, somebody, needs to, be cautious, of, like, danger, or, like, some dangerous people. So somebody made some type of conscious decision, and now, like, they could be, like, stuck. Rock bottom is their new home. They made a conscious decision, to, throw some spell work at somebody or whatever they were doing. And so, be aware, because somebody, could be trying to come in and plead their case. Heavy Capricorn. Somebody, could be trying to plead their case to, like, other people. But we got show and prove. So I don't know if somebody, was trying to show and prove, like, they're the champion, they're the stronger one, and they're looking, they're being looked at as, the weakest link, goodbye. Or this could be, multiple people. Somebody definitely needs to know that, something is closer than they think. We got a mother. Somebody's mother could be involved. Something about, somebody pleading their case to their mother. Or somebody's mother, We got let it go. So I don't know. Somebody possibly, could be trying to come in and plead their case. Please let it go. Please let it go. It's about a choice. And somebody made a conscious decision, or people made a conscious decision to do it. We got theft by deception. So something about, somebody stealing. And there definitely, could be people, that could be panicking, trying to figure out, how they can, get somebody to let it go. Something about, like letting go of the past, So, the past is behind somebody. But it doesn't mean, that, like people, don't get consequences, for, their dirty, bad behavior. We got January. Somebody could be born in January. Something, could take place by January. We got an older brother. So something about, somebody's brother. Something about a package. Somebody could receive a package, or something about, a package. I don't know if somebody, is about to try to ask somebody for some type of help. But somebody definitely just needs to be aware. But we got secrets. So somebody, is closer to than they think when it comes to, like, finding out some secrets. Or somebody, they've already found out some secrets, and that's why somebody, is going to want to plead their case. But we got Earth. So something about, an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So something about, some secrets about an Earth sign. We got divine intervention. So divine intervention definitely, could be at play. Somebody, could find out that somebody, was put in a false marriage. Or be aware, of, like somebody trying to put somebody in a false marriage just so that they can, reap, like some type of financial and material rewards from somebody. This could be significant. But we got, be careful how you use your words. So, somebody, something about, like somebody, but going back to, like that unfiltered truth. I don't know, somebody just doesn't like the fact that, like somebody speaks the truth. But somebody, yeah, they should have been careful how they use their words, because yeah, people could be finding out that, like, yeah, like somebody, exaggerated, like, yeah, like a story. We got the summertime, so yeah, we are in the summertime, so somebody just needs to, yeah, use caution, but yeah, somebody's name could be Summer, but somebody's, like, exaggerated storytelling can lead to, yeah, like the truth, being, like, discovered or found out. But whatever's going on, it's going on now. Yeah, there could be somebody or some people that could find out that, yeah, they were bamboozled, they were tricked, they were played. Yeah, somebody literally, yeah, could find out, that they were double crossed as well. Something about somebody's birthday is significant. Somebody, could have been double crossed, on their birthday, or tricked or bamboozled, or just be aware, of, yeah, like, people, yeah, like trying to trick you, bamboozle you. But yeah, the dangerous card came back out, so somebody's dangerous out here. Somebody's dangerous and unpredictable out here. Or that's, yeah, what somebody or some people, could have said about somebody. But we got confidence is taking a hit. So somebody's confidence is taking, yeah, a big hit. And emotions, yeah, are running high. Somebody, could find out, that, yeah, like they got set up out here. Or somebody, could find out, that, yeah, like people, were trying to set them up. Somebody's first murder last name could start with a C. Somebody's about to get an increase out here. Something about, yeah, like somebody trying to, yeah, like win off of, like somebody's financial material changes. We got divine timing. So yeah, divine timing is definitely at play. There could be somebody, that could be tired of, like waiting, They want to win, they want to win now. So I feel like like somebody's careless decision making, yeah, could have them in a dilemma, or, yeah, it's going to have them in a dilemma. Somebody, could be in their 40s. Somebody's first mother last name could start with a B. Something about, yeah, somebody's anniversary or somebody's birthday. I don't know. There's somebody that definitely is having sleepless nights out here for sure. Somebody possibly, yeah, could have been tipped off. Or somebody, was tired of waiting. So, yeah, somebody, was about to tip somebody off. We got a sister, so there's a sister involved. Somebody's sister's careless decision-making, could have, like somebody, or people, in a dilemma. Somebody, could have already been tipped off, so going back to, yeah, somebody's gift of discernment, But, yeah, somebody's having sleepless nights. And it has something to do with, yeah, like their pride and ego. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an N. But we got 10 days. So something, could take place within the next 10 days. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like danger is lurking. Or somebody, was tipped off, or somebody tipped somebody off about danger lurking. And so something about, yeah, this could be significant. It's a lot of crimes out here. Yeah, but we got suffering. Yeah, that's how we started out, suffering in silence. So it could be the end, of like somebody's suffering in silence out here. Or somebody's tired of, like suffering. So I don't know. It could be the end of, yeah, like some type of struggle or hardship out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, is being told, like to hold on to their truth. So no matter how unfiltered, it is, yeah, hold on to it. But yeah, somebody knows, yeah, because of their careless decision making, yeah, they're in a dilemma. They could have tried to put somebody else in a dilemma, but yeah, somebody's gift of discernment was like, hell no. We got a psychic. So yeah, somebody, could have been tipped off by a psychic. There could be people, that could, find out, that, like somebody is a psychic. But balance is definitely, about to be restored. It's something about, somebody's account balance or somebody's bank balance. Somebody, could be in their 60s. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a Q. But yeah, there is somebody or some people that definitely, entered into the danger zone. Somebody, could have, acted like that they were a psychic, and they entered into the danger zone. But we definitely did do a message about, people entering into the danger zone. There's also some people that, ate the wrong information. So somebody's exaggerated storytelling, and they ate the wrong information. Yeah, maybe there's some people that said that somebody operates in the dark side, They ate the wrong information, but there are people, people do operate in the dark side. So there could be somebody, that wants to, like make some type of peace with somebody. Or somebody, could be making peace, like within themselves when it comes to, like to their careless decision making in the past. But we got conversation about a resolution. So there could be somebody that entered into the danger zone that could want to have a conversation about a resolution. There is somebody, that, has been using people around them for their selfish reasons. There could be a karmic relationship, that could end because, like some type of karmic debt has been settled. Somebody definitely is on their life path. Yeah, we got a video. So something about, somebody, could have used a video, you know what I mean? Try to use a video as evidence or something about, like somebody, could have, like a social media platform. And so, like they're getting ready to start, like getting more followers or, like more subscribers. Somebody, could have done a beauty spell or somebody, wants to do a beauty spell. It ain't gonna turn out right for somebody. Somebody, could be using somebody's video, So like if somebody uploads videos, they're using somebody's videos or somebody's pictures, to like do some type of spell work. But we got a toxic feminine, so there's a toxic feminine out here. This toxic feminine, could be having sleepless nights. Somebody, could like get caught on video. Whoever this is, they could have some type of hidden rivalry, Somebody's sister could have a hidden rivalry, with them, But something about, like, somebody, could be tired of waiting. So maybe somebody, could want to spill some beans. But somebody's name is definitely, being heard by important people out here. So just be aware of, partnering up with people, you can't trust, the woo yada yada. Somebody possibly, could try to, get some type of business relationship with somebody. Or something about, like somebody, like telling people, it's just a business relationship, but it's really more than that. But we got heart of gold. So somebody has a heart of gold. I feel like people, like trying to take somebody's heart of gold for weakness. They entered into the danger zone. We got a Taurus. So there's a Taurus involved. We got nowhere to go. So there could be somebody, that don't have nowhere to go out here. Or there were people, that watched somebody suffer in silence when they didn't have anywhere to go. Somebody's friends, definitely, could be talking. There is somebody or some people that definitely, are scared shitless out here. Somebody ate the wrong information, but they could find out after they threw somebody up underneath the bus. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an E. Somebody's name could be Bien. We got an Aquarius, so heavy Aquarius out here. So whoever this is that ate the wrong information, they definitely could be praying for mercy and forgiveness. Somebody possibly could get evicted out here. We got May. Somebody could have got evicted in May. There are multiple people that they're falling off one by one out here. And it could be, you know, yeah, for entering into the danger zone. We got September, so something, you know, could take place by September. There is, yeah, multiple people that definitely, yeah, are watching somebody in secret. Somebody, yeah, somebody could have a doppelganger out here. Ooh, we got pain and suffering settlement. So somebody, you know, could receive a pain and suffering settlement out here. That could be how somebody's financial material changes, you know, come about. But there's somebody that definitely, yeah, they want to be seen as a powerful person out here. So somebody, you know, could want to have an A and B conversation with somebody. There's also somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could have experienced, you know, like some type of breakup, glow up, or, you know, they just experienced, you know, yeah, they went through what was pain, you know what I mean, and suffering, and yeah, like they came out, you know, stronger, wiser, more beautiful, you know, more intelligent, you know. So yeah, this could be a spiritual pain and suffering settlement that somebody's about to receive. But I believe in as above, so below. So yeah, if you're receiving a spiritual pain and suffering settlement, you know, as above, yeah, so below. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that are big on talk and little on action. And somebody definitely, yeah, played two sides. So yeah, double crossed, bamboozled, manipulated. So somebody, you know, is being told, yeah, to maintain some type of clear boundaries out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like dealing with some type of stress and anxiety out here. But be aware, because whoever this is that played two sides, they could be trying to cause a diversion. Or somebody, you know, that's refusing to move on. They're trying to cause some type of diversion. But yeah, we got accept what's coming with grace and gratitude. So something is coming somebody's way for sure. We got needs bail money. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could need bail money. But we saw the jail card. So somebody that played two sides definitely, yeah, could be getting locked up. But yeah, there are a lot of eyes that are on somebody. But a lot of these eyes, yeah, these are people that are big on talk, little on action. So yeah, what's coming somebody's way could also be too, you know, like people that are big, you know, on talk and on action, you know, yeah, like get her done energy type of people. But whatever this information is that somebody's about to receive, yeah, it's going to help somebody to heal. And somebody definitely, yeah, is involved with some type of dirty money out here. We got a Leo. So yeah, there's a Leo involved. There's a Leo, you know, that could have played two sides, you know, that possibly, yeah, gonna try to holler about they need bail money. Or something, you know, could take place by Leo season. Somebody could get locked up, you know, during Leo season. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, needs to release somebody or some people completely. So maybe, you know, when this information comes, you know, not only is it going to help somebody to heal, but it's also, you know, going to, yeah, cause somebody to, you know, like release them completely. So that could be what somebody's spiritual team is trying to say. It's time to clean house. Or somebody has already done it, you know, and so somebody, yeah, they're operating in their purpose. So somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like a psychic, or, you know, get their discernment, whatever. So somebody, you know, could have already told some people, be cautious, don't do this, don't do that, you know, and yeah, somebody still stayed in a situation, you know, and so yeah, somebody could be finding out about, you know, yeah, their situation. You know, you could be, you know, like the outsider looking in. But yeah, the battle of weak versus strong. So like we talked about, yeah, a whole group of people on one side, one person on the other side, and yeah, the one person on this side, yeah, is the champion. We got March, April, and May. So there's been eyes on somebody, yeah, for some months now. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like somebody, you know, like set them up to get them robbed. But yeah, Archangel Michael was like, ha ha ha, yeah, joke's on you. So yeah, like the fact of the matter is, going back to, the example of the tug of war, they didn't even know that, somebody, was, like they're alone physically, but like somebody's whole spiritual team, had they back and still has their back. Yep. So we got little boy energy. So whoever this is, somebody operates in, like little boy energy, and they're in a very dark place. I feel like like somebody literally, could find out that somebody, was trying to set them up to get them robbed out here. So there could be somebody, that, they could possibly want to confess. Somebody's a scammer out here, so somebody's been scamming. So I don't know, if somebody's going to receive a pain and suffering, from, like somebody, like scamming them. But somebody definitely, is about to receive some damages, for, like some type of injury out here. Somebody could receive, some damages, for, like people being up in somebody's energy. But there is a situation that definitely, is out of control out here. Whatever was done, it can't be unrepairable. There's also somebody, that they made a conscious decision to do something, and because maybe they know that somebody, has some financial material changes, that are about to take place or has taken place. They're gonna be like, well, that you was there, but you didn't, somebody's gonna try to get somebody, to claim some type of responsibility for something, that they didn't do. So just be aware. But somebody wants somebody to be lonely, scared, and unhappy out here. It's a masculine energy. It could be multiple people. We saw the multiple people card. Yep. But somebody, was a part of some type of corruption or extortion out here. So whoever that is, they they need bail money. So just be aware. Whoever this is, they could be going through some type of major health crisis. Somebody, they could have literally, try to, destroy somebody's character by saying that somebody, was involved with all of this stuff, But somebody's physical well-being is at risk. Or something about, somebody trying to put somebody's physical well-being at risk. We have a white-collar worker. Somebody could be a white-collar worker, or, somebody could work with paper out here. Whoever this is that works with paper, they're involved in some type of corruption and extortion. They could be the ones that's going to jail. But, they was being extra. They was doing too much. We got counseling or therapy. So somebody, could be wanting to go to counseling or therapy, or somebody, lied and said, they were going to counseling or therapy. But karma is definitely, hitting back to back when it comes to somebody or some people out here. So I just saw take some time to think it over. So somebody possibly, could want to confess, but then they're going to be like, but, can we just let it go, So, somebody possibly, needs to think it over. But I feel like that at the end of the day, it ain't about, I think, they going to get what they get, and who cares if they throw a fit. We got a group of women that's involved. There could have been a group of women, that could have been involved in getting somebody set up to get robbed. So there could be a group of women, like their whole physical well-being could be at risk or something like that. Or it's a group of women, that, could be in a dark place and, like they want to confess. There's a group of women that definitely, could have been, like gossiping. But it goes back to, like somebody's exaggerated storytelling. So, their words and actions don't match up. There's a masculine energy, this little childish ass immature boy, they could have been gossiping. And they left a trail of evidence. We got a negative blood test. So something about, somebody possibly, finding out, that they're not the father of a child. But this is also too, like there's somebody going through a major health crisis. They could have, blamed their major health crisis on somebody. So somebody could have tried to say, that, somebody, had an STD or whatever have you. If they have it, the person that they're trying to blame don't got it, but they do. Yep, but somebody's negative behavior has escalated, and somebody definitely needs to be aware, because there is somebody that thinks that, yeah, like somebody's door is a revolving door. It could be a karmic feminine, you know, it could be a bunch of, you know, like women, or something about, yeah, somebody dealing with a bunch of women. But we got an honest conversation out here. So somebody, you know, yeah, could want to have an honest conversation, or somebody, or there's multiple people, you know, that want to confess, want to have honest conversations now. We got a baby mama, so somebody's baby mama is involved. Somebody, you know, could be a defendant in a big criminal case out here. Or it could be multiple people, a group of women that could be defendants in a big criminal case. Or something about, yeah, somebody gossiping about, you know, them being the defendant in a criminal case. Somebody could have tried to set up a defendant in a big criminal case to get robbed. So yeah, what is that called? You know, intimidating a witness. But we got a low down dirty liar. So yeah, somebody's a low down dirty liar out here, and somebody definitely, yeah, lacks empathy for others. But somebody's always prepared, you know. So yeah, somebody stays ready so they don't have to get ready out here. So I feel like like that could be why, yeah, like some people's plans fail, because yeah, somebody stays ready, you know, they don't have to get ready. Somebody, you know, could have put a death to, yeah, like their anxiety, you know, they could have put a death, you know, like to their depression. Somebody, you know, could be healing out here. But yep, there are somebody or some people that entered into unfamiliar territory, and yeah, like they're in a dark place. So somebody entered into the dark side, and yeah, they're stuck. Excuse me. We got violation of rights. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could be receiving a pain and suffering settlement for somebody's rights being violated. This could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like some hospital records. Somebody, you know, could like work in the hospital. Yeah, an enemy, you know, is better than a fake friend. So something about somebody's family. So somebody's family don't like somebody. It's a group of women. So whatever these women were doing, you know, yeah, they in trouble. Somebody, you know, could want to confess that, like, their family, you know, doesn't like somebody. But yeah, their family just didn't know that they entered into unfamiliar territory. So yeah, somebody's peace and their happiness is being restored out here. Somebody, you know, is just being told, you know, like to have patience and remain positive. Somebody definitely, yeah, has stone walls built around them. So yeah, not only is somebody spiritually protected, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they know what's up, you know. They have boundaries up, you know, but at the same time, yeah, the gift of discernment, you know, yeah, like somebody's third eye, somebody's intuition. But somebody also has a spiritual ally out here. Yeah, there are some people that committed selfish acts, and so yeah, somebody's being told to open up, because here comes the blessings. Somebody, you know, could have been being used as, you know, like a spiritual ally, you know, to bring warnings, you know what I mean, to bring you know, yeah, to help people to see things, you know, before, yeah, like it could take place, you know. But yeah, people weren't prepared. So yeah, but I feel like like if somebody was being used as some people's spiritual allies, yeah, they went against the spiritual ally. But somebody, you know, could have warned, you know, like some people, you know, but they didn't listen. And so yeah, it leads to, yeah, the exposure of many people. Somebody definitely, yeah, has a drug and alcohol addiction out here. We got written communication. So somebody, you know, could receive some type of written communication. We got an ex-friend out here. So there could be an ex-friend that's involved. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, not only is their peace and happiness being restored, but yeah, love and happiness is definitely, yeah, on its way. But be aware of somebody, you know, like trying to pressure somebody to make a decision, because whoever this is, they feel threatened by somebody's realness. Yeah, and somebody's going to continue to stay real. So yeah, I feel like somebody, you know, yeah, needs to just, yeah, remain positive, you know, continue, you know, to be silent or whatever, you know. Or yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they want to remain silent, you know. So somebody, you know, yeah, they being read their rights, you know, and yeah, they want to remain silent. Or yeah, like somebody, you know, has read some people, you know, their truth rights, you know what I mean. Somebody done like laid some people up and down, you know, done told people what's going on in their home, outside their home, with their mamas, with their daddies, you know. Yeah, somebody could have done that as well. So yeah, it's easier to stay silent. How you gonna win against somebody, you know, that can see all through you? But somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like use somebody's, you know, like secrets against them. It could be an ex-friend, or you know, it could be multiple people. So somebody, you know, could try to pressure somebody to make a decision, you know, by trying to use their secrets against them. So just be aware. But somebody's already left a trail of evidence. This could be of trying to use somebody's secrets against them. Somebody's first word or last name could start with an R. The month of April is significant, or somebody's, you know, like name could be April. We got an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, heavy Libra, heavy Aquarius out here. But we got financial settlement. So yeah, somebody definitely could be about to receive some type of financial settlement. And whoever these people are, they were laughing in the past, but yeah, they crying now, or they're about to be. Anything else? Yeah, we got a friend of me. So somebody, you know, could have been warned about a friend of me, or somebody, you know, could have warned somebody about a friend of me. There is a friend of me that definitely, has their eyes on somebody. Then we got a psycho mother, so there's a psycho mother involved. Somebody, you know, they could have been in a relationship based off of convenience. So somebody, was just using somebody, or using multiple people, you know, to win, to get up. But somebody possibly, could be, you know, like gaining the courage to communicate with somebody. Yep, somebody, you know, could be learning to let go, and somebody else being blessed through it. So, anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep, the power of awareness and choice. So yeah, that's the power. That's some of the power that somebody holds. Yeah, the power, you know, of being aware. You know what I mean? Staying ready so you don't have to get ready, and also the power to choose. So yes or no. You know. So somebody made a conscious decision, you know, like somebody, they chose. It's about a choice. So they chose. So somebody, you know, could be getting fired from a job for illegal or criminal activity out here. Somebody, they chose to try to use somebody's so-called weaknesses against them, try to use somebody's secrets against them. Somebody, you know, could have looked at somebody, you know, like a spiritual jackpot, or that's exactly what somebody's about to get. And then we have January, so January is very significant. But somebody's stories don't match up. Somebody, you know, try to use some type of emotional blackmail, you know. Tactic used to control somebody through fear, guilt, or obligation. So just be aware. But we got big deals. So somebody's a big deal out here. Somebody needs to continue to be bold. There definitely could be somebody or some people, you know, that could be avoiding you. You could be a divine feminine. You could be seeing the angel number 666. These are people that got the devil up in them, you know. But this 666 is really stay focused. I don't know if there's some people, you know, that going back to, you know, like somebody could have said somebody was a witch, or somebody got the devil in them, or whatever. I feel like like people could be avoiding somebody because of that. But oh well, you know. But it goes back to some people ate the wrong information. So now they know the right information, and they could be avoiding somebody because of it. But these same people that could be avoiding somebody is definitely watching somebody in secret. So somebody definitely is being told to pay attention to their dreams. There's a lot of people, you know, that they want to play mind games, and they're about to find out what mind games get them. Wow, somebody done survived a lot. I don't know, you know, if somebody or some people, you know, were trying to, you know, like break somebody, you know, and they're finding out that somebody, you know, is like unbreakable out here. Something about, yeah, the emergency room. Somebody you know could have to go to the emergency room. But yeah, many people are facing hardship due to one person. One person not having moral courage. So this information is definitely, yeah, that somebody receives is going to help somebody to heal. So somebody, you know, that's involved with some type of dirty money, they could be trying to, you know, partner up with somebody, you know. Yeah, just be aware. Because the fact of the matter is, yeah, somebody's blessings are on their way. So yeah, you didn't need these people then, and you don't need them now. And as a matter of fact, yeah, the house is being cleared. Yeah, it's time to clean house, says somebody's spiritual team. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.